Hi everyone, this is Salvi coming to you with some VTuber news today. I do try to get you as much as I can, and of course I do hope I earn a subscription, and I do hope I earn a follow, like, subscribe, all that kind of stuff. And of course be sure to do that before the video ends, and I do hope that you enjoy the things that I have for you. As you know, I have been following the things that have been happening with Owozu. Owozu had people that were a part of Oneeshi, which is people who left, I believe, the first generation of Owozu. They all left, and they all, went on and did their own separate things. And they went and did a lawsuit for, alleged things there. And that was where everyone got a lot of hatred for Owozu and things like this. Now, I'm not saying that Owozu is clean and clear, because I don't know. I don't know what's happening behind the scenes. All we know now is that in a communication that they put out here, police to announce second and final lawsuit filed against Owozu has been concluded after plaintiffs decided to withdraw. Private information of the individuals involved has been withheld to protect their privacy. Finally, they did that because, things have been released before. We would like to take this opportunity to inform you that there are no plans to distribute or sell any Light 2D models for the rest of the Owozu brands. The only one that is being sold is Raccoon, because, they're not involved in all that kind of stuff, and they're involved in more manipulation and being very manipulative, being very much, an a-hole because they ended up doxing people, doxing people's families, things like that. We hope to reassure their fans with this statement, so they promise to not sell any other of their Owozu stuff. So that is good, because the people in Oneeshi are actually using it, and they have come to an agreement. Okay, the lawsuit probably, it could very well be, this is just rat. Not verified in any way, shape, or form, a rat in my mind. It could be, they're like, all right, if you drop it, we'll both go our separate ways. You can keep everything you have. You don't owe anything to us. We'll just wipe the slate clean, and you go your way, we go ours. And it's more beneficial for a VTuber to do this than to go and try to do legal stuff. And here we go. This is Oneeshi, which is the group that was of VTubers who left and were trying to, get justice. It says, since our last message, we decided to take it down on Twitter and let the matter rest. It's over now. Legally, we're calm and everything is in order. So now we're going to continue our path calmly and focused. We know that there's still those who think we're close to some of the people involved, but those who know us well know it's not true. We hadn't spoken to them for months. No contact, nothing. In fact, it was because of a situation like these that we decided to distance ourselves a long time ago. If there was communication at some point, it was only for legal reasons. And yes, at one point, we did virtually accompany some of them to follow up. So Oneeshi, my correction here. Oneeshi is the group that was helping the VTubers involved. So yeah, they were doing some legal stuff. They were doing things like that. It's kind of nebulous in the whole way these things go. But according to what they're saying here, they were trying to help them out. But that's it. Any Oneeshi knows that even if we even avoided mentioning them in streams because it was an uncomfortable topic for a while. With Owozu, everything was peaceful. We're not friends. We don't plan on getting back together or anything like that. And that's okay. Everyone will go their separate ways. And what they do is their own business. We no longer have any involvement there. So they may have had involvement with Owozu in some way, shape, or form, but I don't think they were actually, they could very well have been or not been or whatever. It's very nebulous for me right now. But yeah, let's just go by what they're saying here, that they weren't really directly involved. They were just trying to help with legal stuff. Same goes for Raccoon and Nene, who will continue their lives away from us. So please let it drop. Close that drama tab and get on with your day. Life is more beautiful without arguments. We'll keep creating beautiful things, growing, and enjoying ourselves with you. And a heartfelt thank you to everyone who respected our wishes for calm even during these difficult days. We're so proud of you, our children. You're the most beautiful thing we have. Thank you so much for everything. So this is good. This is a way to put the final nail in the coffin on both sides. Owozu was being as respectful as they could be as well, saying nothing is going to be sold from Oneeshi or anybody involved in there. And Oneeshi is just like, we just want peace. And I can understand that. Any legal things can take a year or longer. In fact, the recent thing that we heard legally was over a year ago. So it can take longer than that. It can take a lot of time. It takes a lot of effort. It takes a lot of you away from you. It takes a lot of strength away from you. It takes a lot of happiness away from you. And it's better to not let that drain continue. So I'm happy that this was finished. This is directly from the Hololive subreddit and from Hololive themselves, because as you know, Hololive runs the Hololive subreddit. They are talking about, at least Tanigo was talking about, this is not an investor meeting. This is not the investor meeting that's going to happen later this year. This is, I think it happens around June or July. This is Tanego just talking at a kind of like a press conference, just basically like people talking in front of people. This was of course first told to me by Chris, the Holo Pro Simp. It says, today cover Yagoo also held a press release explaining the elephant in the room, Hololive graduations. And Yagoo responded that he will make sure no more talents leave due to miscommunication. He and the CFO, the chief financial officer, also said they will slow down employee new hires. And of course, here is the IT media news, and also I have the Yahoo, the Yahoo one as well. So this is a more, not, blowing out your eyes here. May 13th, Motoaki Tanego, president of Cover, operates the virtual YouTuber office on, Hololive Productions. Also decided to do, their talk, like I mentioned. They do have several good, members here, as you can see here. They have several members that have Gura, Shion, others that have been leaving. And she says, and they say here, it's time for more than 6 years since the start of the first generation of Hololive, starting with Vtuber in 2017, and the time when changes occur in the career plan and life plans of each talent will occur. This is basically saying some people have been here for 6 years. Some people have been here for longer. It is around that time that people's ideas change. People's ideas of what they want to do in the company change. What they want to do with their IP, what they want to do with their creation, their content creation, everything can change at that point. And of course, each talent has its own circumstances. I don't want to graduate for some reason. We had to focus on growth of our business, and we had established a variety of systems such as merchandising, licensing, and sales to support talents. So he goes on to explain everything down here. He says, company announced changes in management structure, which allowed him to move a little bit more freely. Nice to be able to do it as a partner, cover, and if possible, if there are various individual circumstances. Therefore, I want to prevent things that do not happen, such as quitting due to passing communication. Basically, he doesn't want people to quit due to lack of communication. He wants to strengthen communication with the talents so that they don't quit because they're not being heard. That is one thing that I'm getting from here. He also says, the CFO says that it is a little difficult to comment on the current plan of what they're doing to try to prevent new talents from graduating, or try to prevent talents from graduating or new talents from coming in and having them, enjoy what they're doing and making that all happen. Regarding the discovery of new talent in the medium to long term, it was said that it was, of course, necessary, but of course, they're going to be slowing things down. And they do want to increase. They, of course, do want to increase the amount of, YouTube subscribers and everything like that, but they don't want to do it in a way, from what I'm seeing here, they don't want to do it in a way that will hurt their talents. So they are going to be slowing down some talent acquisitions, basically, slowing down the getting new generations, whether it be EN or JP or ID or Holostars or any of that kind of stuff. They're going to be slowing it down in order to prevent overburdening their managers and having the talents have less, be heard less and things like that. So this is good. Of course, the investors aren't happy because investors want growth, money. They don't really care about what the talents are feeling. Investors don't give a dang about the talents. They don't give a dang about things that are going on in the talents' heads or in the talents' lives. They just want money, which is why they've also pushed for a long time for Yagoo and Cover to not pay salaries to their talents and instead just pay the dividends, pay the percentages based on what they make. And of course, they're not going to change that anytime soon. So that's the whole thing here that I wanted to give you guys. And of course, we're going to go on to different news in a little bit. Nana Asteria is a female Australian VTuber who used to be a part of Prism Project. She joined, I believe, in like 2022, 2021. Prism Project did dissolve in 2024, so she now has her own IP. She is still Nana Asteria, but it is her own independent IP now. And of course, she used to be a part of the 7th generation. Now she's doing her own thing. One of the things she's doing today, though, at least later on today, is a fundraiser for suicide prevention. In loving memory of our Galaxy Gang brother, half of all funds will be charity and half for the grieving family. More details will be released on the day. When? 10 a.m. JST, 6 p.m. PDT, where Nana's YouTube and Twitch. Waiting rooms are already up. And of course, They have the last minute dono goals. Set a dono goal 24 hours on stream elements. $1,000 will be chat changes my banner. 2,000 chat changes the PFP. 3K, 4K is 30 squats. 5K is Kawaikute Gomen 3D dance challenge. I'm guessing this is probably Australian dollars, or it may be US dollars, whichever one. 3 new emotes for 6K, 7K ASMR positive affirmations, 8K plan a treasure hunt off-kai, 9K plan an off-kai meetup, and 10K IRL hair reveal. Remember, these are high because this is not anything that is going to be benefiting her. This is going to be benefiting the family, and of course, as mentioned here, half will be for charity and half will be going to the family. So that's why it's so high, so that the family can get something as well, because they are grieving. They have, a lot of things they have to worry about, and of course, it is a way to help them out in their time of need. This is something amazing for any VTuber to do. Now, Asteria is awesome for doing this for them as well. And this is something for, as mentioned here, one of the stars in my galaxy has left us. Found out one of my longest supporting fans passed away. This is just 3 weeks after my IRL friend passed too. My heart is shattered and my soul is crushed. Please love those around you warmly and attentively. Want to do something to honor them, and that's what they exactly did. Because they wanted to do something to honor them, they decided to do a donathon for charity and to help their family. And this is amazing for anybody to do. I'm very, very glad that they were able to do this. There is a bit of news today in regards to Shylily. Shylily, of course, is an Orca VTuber. She is a full owner of VCard TCG. She owns part of GamerSupps, and she's been doing a lot of wonderful things lately. One of the things that's happened is she has, on her Twitter, she has gotten over 900k followers, 901k as of me recording this. Never know what to say. Every milestone still feels like a freaking dream to me. So difficult to believe all this is real. Thank you with all of my heart. Womp womp. And there you go right there. Her showing everything there. And of course, we also have other news popping out here, which is that she also had an outfit reveal. Her new outfit is amazing. It's very cute. Let's take a look at it.
Now, you can't relate to me anymore. I moved up in live chat. I moved up. Sorry. Money has changed me.
There you go.
Ren just like, alright, I'm done. Goodbye. Ren just like, okay, thank you, bye, I'm done. Great debut, goodbye. Maria!
So there you have, the other things.
If you
Cockaroo out of this model.
This is like it's really well done. It's really well shaded and everything like that. So you have that. Of course, you have the thigh squish and thighs and things like that. You have the skirt, which has a lot of movement. You have the little shrimpy there, which also is very nice. Everything is very good. And of course, we're going to continue with everything else. She does take a further look. There you go. The two orcas there. There is her. Jesus, more. If it's summer where she is, that's going to get hot. But in winter, it's perfect. It's big, fluffy, and perfect. So everything works out. She is Twitch friendly, of course. This is very Twitch friendly. And this is, of course, her new style, her new hairstyle from what it looks like. And a little bit, with the hoodie down, the hood down. Oh, and the ponytail. Very nice ponytail as well. And of course, just wanted to show you guys a little bit of everything. Show you what's going on in the world of Shylily. It's going to be very nice. Very nice to see. She's going to be using this quite a bit. As you can see here. She also is, covering the whole 900k thing that I just recently covered. So that is wonderful news for her. Just wanted to give you guys a little bit of everything. Kureji Ollie, the wonderful, of course, zombie VTuber. And, of course, we have Irani EO15, who is an artist. At least that's also a paintress or painter. They're both a part of Hololive ID. Recently, they both went on Ollie's stream and they came out with new drip. This is their old stuff here, of course. They're going over, talking about everything for a while. It's only about an hour. And then, of course, they have the design of both of their outfits. This is their main thing here.
Warnanya agak bertolak belakang dengan Iofi-nya kependekan nih.
sesuatu. Cantik.
Very nice, very nice.
Iya. Tapi
Cakep,
Ashika
cakep.
on the left.
Iya, terus kalau
Halo.
kalian lihat jaketnya Ollie agak beda nih. Nge-crop.
Oh iya. Dia kalau
Nice drip,
makanya
my
kan.
dudes.
agak pendek kan rambut kamu kan? Nyadar nggak sih?
Iya sih, rambut aku kayak
This is
atau
of course
gimana
all
nih?
in Indonesian. That's why I'm skipping
Mau
through a
gimana
lot
ya?
of
Agak
it.
ke bawah dikit.
Iya.
Iya, gini toh.
Very, very nice. Drip
Nah.
and
Kayaknya ini udah pada gak sabar.
drip and of course they also have new hairstyles. Yofi's big head Yofi. There we go. A lot of drip, a lot of like it's a certain aesthetic. I think they have that in I'm not sure if it's all Asia, or like East Asia or Southeast Asia. Also, I think Japan had that drip for a while. It was kind of like a scene kid type thing. Also, you know, the earrings, the Hololive earrings for Ollie. And just taking a look at this, the drip, the hip hop drip type of thing. And it's very, very, very nice. I do like it. They have a lot. And of course, Ollie being the taller one of the two, right there, at least when it comes to their heights. So there you go. Very, very nice. I do love the look and the design of both of them. And of course, you have those goddamn the arts. Oh dear lordy. Of course, that's an art. That is an art. That is definitely an art that is available. That is if you just be careful. Like I just made that mistake. Be careful looking through Ollie's likes on Twitter. That is an interesting delve into someone's mind. I mess around, of course. But yes, big congratulations to both of them for having new drip. They didn't, I mean, because Hololive doesn't have to do these things. They do these things because it helps promote them, it promotes the brand, promotes a lot of things. So I'm glad that Ollie didn't give up, even when she was feeling sad. She didn't give up, she kept going, because now she has new drip. It's amazing for both of them. Welcome back, everybody, to the VTuber Showcase, the place where I like to showcase up-and-coming VTubers of various sizes, shapes, forms, types, everything in between. Why do I do this? Because I want it to be a positive space, a space where we can lift each other up instead of tearing each other down. Today we have Cully, who is a CullodenUnicorn Twitch affiliate, Scottish EN VTuber, and let's take a look at their content here. We're talking about, of course, their Twitch side. If I do find their YouTube side, then of course I will place their @ in the description below. It says, "Hey, I'm Culloden, but you can call me Cully. I'm a Scottish unicorn VTuber, a wholesome, spicy, angel, gremlin, and certified yapper, fan of anime, spicy books, music, and singing badly." Of course, I sing badly as well. Let's take a look at what they have here.
But every now and again I say something and I'm like, you know, maybe I'm actually quite funny. But like only every now and again. Fish peed in the water. No! No! No fish pee. Everything is gonna be daijoubu. Daijoubu, daijoubu. Daijoubu, daijoubu, daijoubu. Daijoubu ka?
As it ends up not being because they're probably going to drown.
I'm sorry. I'll never do that again, I promise. Skibbity. Oh no, now I'm skibbitying.
Well, you know it's all over when they end up skibbitying. Thank you so much, Cully, or Culloden, for allowing me to showcase you on my channel. I do hope this helps you in the future. Thank you so much for watching. That is all the news that we have for today. Please let me know down below if you want to know any more news or if you have any comments regarding anything that you saw here, which I will try my best to respond to. I love seeing your comments down below. Of course, as well, like and subscribe to the channel. That will give you more information every single day. I do 2 videos a day, so hopefully you enjoy.